smile. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Right, comparison. Let's take the word comparison. Okay, I'm going to change the... I don't know if I spelled it right, but if I didn't, it is what it is. Mamiki, number 28. You have all the tools in front of you. What's stopping you is you. What's stopping you is you, Mamiki. Everything is you. Mirror. There you go. Comparison. Why is this doing this? Why are you pissing me off this way? Oh, because of this. How the fuck does this camera work? Right, comparison. Right. Comparison is a mask. Does everybody know this? What's a mask? What is a mask? Does anybody know what a mask is? Danielle, are you working tonight or tomorrow? Thank you for tapping the screen, my brothers and sisters. I do. You are working tomorrow. Who knows what a mask is? A stagnation of energy not being true. Right, a stagnation of energy. You can say this is stagnation of energy. A cover-up. I would definitely say it's a cover-up. It's a cover-up to hide one's true self. Okay, what it means I am not presenting myself as myself. I'm presenting myself as others think I am. That's another way to say it. Fear is showing yourself. You can put fear in there. But fear of what, Tatiana? That's why we're going to go there. Fear of what? What are you afraid of? Cover up, yes. A pretense. Deirdre, you gaan dit. A pretense. A pretense. Right? Hiding the true meaning of you from others. Right. Hiding the true meaning of you, of others. Reaction of others, fear of being abandoned. Right. Who are you abandoning, Tatiana? Are you abandoning them? Or are they abandoning you? Or is it you abandoning yourself? Failing what, Diana? Failing what? You abandoning yourself. Right, you got to remember the world is you and you. It's you and you. So when you say a fear of someone abandoning you, what you're actually afraid is what you're already doing to yourself. That's what you're doing to yourself. Okay, it's you and you. The world is you and you. Right. Everything that you are doing to yourself, the world is going to reflect back to you. And you are reflecting back to them. Simple as that. What others want to see, who are you living for others or for you? That's right, Christine. It's infinite. It's a vicious circle. It's a vicious circle. It's an infinite circle. It's you and you. That's right. It's you, Diana. Okay, right. So when you're carrying a mask, what happens as you're growing up, you are literally learning and observing everything around you, from the animals, from the trees, from your parents, from your siblings. You are literally visualizing and observing everything. And as you are taking in other people's personalities. I'm going to say this again. You are taking other people's personality, because as a baby, you're pureness, pure consciousness. You just are. You just exist. You're not judging it. You're just watching. You're observing. You're literally just looking at things as they are. Okay. So as a baby, right, you are a conscious, pure being. You don't know what's wrong. You don't know what's right. You just know that you are. Okay. Like a persona. Yes. You create a persona. You do. You create a persona. Right. So you are carrying masks. And these masks come from what you've observed. From what you've watched. They come from what you've observed and what you've watched in others as you were growing up. And as you're getting older, you realize that you actually don't want to be like this anymore because it doesn't feel right for you. So you get tower moments after tower moments after tower moments, and those tower moments are literally saying you are not being honest with yourself, and you're going to keep attracting all of this shit because what you're thinking, what you're saying, and how you're feeling is chaotic, and therefore that mask is going to bring chaos back to you. Okay, that chaos is pushing you to identify the true you, oneness that you are. But then there's a problem. And the problem in humanity is we created a thing called a mirror. A mirror. That mirror was the biggest mistake we ever did. Why? Because there was a stage in our journey where we didn't look at the mirror and say this is pretty or ugly. There was a stage in our journey we didn't have Hollywood or anything, Bollywood, to say that this is right, this is wrong. We didn't have anyone dictate to us that you should do this or should do that. We're just talking about mirrors today. Everything is a reflection, is a tool for judging. Yes, it is a tool for judging. Rise and shine, award. I haven't seen you for so long. I just know you're doing well. Right. So this mirror, everybody realized, wow, now I can see myself. Right. When you started to see yourself, you started to compare yourself. Right. You're not only comparing yourself, you're comparing other people with other people. So what happens is now this is a projector. Okay. So when you are looking at your own mirror, you are looking at others, wishing you were them, and you were looking at others, wishing that they are others. I haven't been looking in them, not out of avoidance, but because I love me, I look quick and I get you. I love the mirror. I have no judgment. There was a stage, Christine, oh fuck yes, I was big judgment. And I wouldn't look at the mirror at all. I could get dressed, ready, and I used to wear makeup, eyeliner, I think it would be a line of whatever you call that shadow thing, and some, what do you call that thing that cools your eyelashes? I used to do that. I don't need it anyway. I blow myself a kiss. Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay. When we first met, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Mascara. There you go, mascara. Now I don't feel the need to it, but I can look in the mirror. I actually can look in the mirror and say, right. Especially if I'm brushing my teeth. Where before I would brush my teeth without looking in the mirror. Now I find no fault because I have no judgment. Now I find no fault because I have no judgment. Although I did judge the crow, the eagle, and those little birds today. Yes, I don't. I just don't judge. I smile. Yes. Try not to judge anything. I'm going to read something to all of you. I'm going to read something to all of you just now. Right, so the mirror, you are wishing to be other people, and the mirror is you want other people to be other people. Okay. So the mirror is the fault. What if the other people that you are attracting are versions of you that you lack within you? And what if the other people you want is versions of you that you wished to be? So when you want to change people, right? When you want to change people, what you actually want to do is change them because you don't want to take accountability and responsibility for your own actions and reactions, right? When you are looking at others at admiration, right? What you're doing is you're looking from a place of lack. In other words, I don't see that beauty in me that I see in that person. Their sexy body, their muscles, their blah blah fish cakes. Okay, and in that, you are going to keep attracting people who are going to keep reminding you that this is what you're already doing to you already. And you've been doing it on a constant level. Royalty! Rise and shine, brother. Right? Comparing. Yes. Comparison. So when you're comparing, right, you are creating your mirror. And comparison always begins with what? What does comparison begin with? Starts with the word J. Comparison begins with the word judgment. When you judge them, when you judge yourself. Okay. When you're judging a movie, when you're judging the sky, when you're judging a bird, when you're judging a tree, you are comparing it to something subconsciously, from an unconscious level. Okay, you are doing it from an unconscious level. And that is why it's important to become the watcher or the observer. Because the watcher doesn't mean you're watching other people acting like you or versions of you. Watching means you are literally visualizing yourself, how you present yourself, what you're doing, how you're doing, how you're feeling. You are literally watching yourself. You are watching the parts of you. What is it that you are saying, doing, and creating in this now? Because everything that you are literally observing from outside, inside out, everything that you are watching, right? You are not watching, I'm watching them making fuck ups. It's not your job. Your job is to watch you. That's what a watcher does. A watcher is watching itself. Because when a watcher is watching itself, it is in this now and it is natural. It becomes natural. So we should just see everything for what it is and not what we made it up to be in our minds. Yes, ma'am. Because when you are making it up in your mind, you're not being natural. You're trying to create a lie in your mind to fit your ego. And that's feeding the ego. More like evaluating yourself. Yes, it's not even evaluating, because evaluating is a judgment. Evaluating means I'm going to give myself a scorecard. Oh, Marsha, you scored 1. You're literally watching yourself eat. How does your mouth eat? You're watching yourself breathe. How are you breathing? Can you feel it? You're literally watching yourself walk without saying walk. You are watching your feet walking. How are they walking? Does that make sense, Mamiki? I had to learn this. It's so much better now that I speak and act with intention and discernment. I love that. I love that. I'm going to read a piece. Okay, I'm going to read a piece. Are you guys ready for it? Albums. This is things that I found. So don't ask me where did it come from, where did it go. All right, are you ready for it? It's 2 pages. Okay. So the real darkness is your forgetfulness, and your forgetfulness can invite anger, greed, lust, hate, jealousy. They don't attack you. Remember, you send the invitations first and they accept it. Your invitation is there. They cannot attack. They come as invited guests. You may have forgotten that you ever invited them. You can forget because you have forgotten yourself. You can forget anything. Forgetfulness is a real darkness. And in forgetfulness, everything happens. You are just like a drunkard, completely forgotten yourself, who you are, where you are going, what you are going. All directions is lost, and all directions are lost. The very sense of direction is not there. You are like a drunkard. That's why all basic religious teachings insist on self-remembering. Forgetfulness is the disease. Then the self-remembering is going to be the antidote. Try to remember yourself, and you will say, I know myself. I remember myself. What are you talking about? Then try it. Just keep your wristwatch before you and look at the hand that shows seconds and remember only one thing. I am looking at this hand which is showing seconds. You will not be able to remember for even 3 seconds together. You will forget many times. Just a simple thing. I am looking, and I will remember this, that I am looking. You will forget. Many things will come into your mind. Listen, Linda. Many things will come to your mind. I have to go at 5 o'clock to meet a friend. Suddenly the thought comes and you have forgotten that you are looking at it. Just by looking at the watch, you may start thinking of Switzerland because it's a Swiss-made watch. Just by looking at the watch, you may start thinking, how foolish I am. What am I doing here wasting time? But you will not be able to remember even for those 3 consecutive seconds that you are looking at the hand showing seconds moving. If you can attain to 1 minute self-remembering, I promise to make you a Buddha. Even for 1 minute, 60 seconds, that will do. Jane, welcome in. Are you ready for the second part? Did you understand what I just read to you? Who can stay still for 3 seconds? Who can stay still for 3 seconds? I can do it for 15 minutes. It takes 3 seconds before a thought comes into mind. I'm trying to get to an hour. JJ, welcome in. Rise and shine. And trying is deceitful for myself because trying means I'm lying. I'm either going to do it or I am not. I choose to do it. You know me, I can actually meditate now. Yes, you can. Right. Are we ready for the second one? And this one, I want you to listen with your heart, my brothers and sisters. As I say to you, every single time I come live, I share you my truth. But it's not the truth. It's the truth for me. That's it. I give you seeds. That's it. But it's important that you find your truth. Because your truth is your growth. It's your inner self-growth of remembering who you are. I can do an hour. Always been easy for me. Jan, welcome in. Congratulations. It happens in hypnosis. The imagination starts working with absolute functioning. And reason drops completely because reason goes into sleep in hypnosis. Hypnosis is nothing but a sleep of reason, the doubter. Then the imagination functions perfectly. Then there is no break on it. only an accelerator. You go on and no break is there. In hypnosis, anything can be imagined. You give an onion to a person who is lying hypnotized, and say it's a beautiful apple, very delicious, and he will eat the onion and will say, it is really beautiful. I have never tasted such a delicious apple before. You can give an apple and say, this is an onion, and his eyes will start dropping tears, and he will say, very, very strong, and he is eating an apple. What is happening? The doubter is not there. It is hypnosis. The doubter has gone to sleep. Now, imagination functions. There is no check on it. That is the problem with the religion also. Religion needs trust, and trust means the doubting faculty of the mind goes to sleep. It is like hypnosis. So when people say to you, this man or Shaw has hypnotized you, they are right in a way. If you trust me, it is like hypnosis, fully awake. You have dropped your reason. Now imagination functions with the total capacity. Now you are in a dangerous situation. If you allow imagination, you can imagine all sorts of things, like Kundalini is arising, chakras opening. You can imagine all sorts of things and they will happen to you. And they are beautiful, but they are not true. So when you trust a person, in the very trusting, you have to be aware of imagination. Trust, but don't become a victim of imagination. Whatsoever has been said, there is a metaphorical. And remember always that all experiences are imaginations. All experiences, I say, unconditionally. All the experiencer is the truth. So whatever you experience, don't pay much attention to it. In Shaolin, the guy says, the mind forgets, but the body remembers. The mind forgets, but the body remembers. Right? Flow like water. In other words, be light, be flow, be empty, be natural. Be natural. If you're angry, be angry. If you're happy, be happy. If you're empty, be empty. If you're full, be full. No need to gloat about it. And then the illness. The illness comes when you are created through thought. Yes. George, welcome in. It's all through thoughts. Imagination creates all these illnesses. So yes, Daniela, you're so correct. You're so correct. Dis-ease. Right. So, Tatiana, I have a question for you. Are you in the live? I have a question for you. Rating. My question to you. If the world was blind, if the world was blind, how would you present yourself? They're telling me to ask you that question. If the world was blind, how would you present yourself? Embrace yourself. I love that, Mamiki. Yes, embrace yourself. Mamiki! Before I forget, I want to say congratulations for joining the Guru. The Guru Creator. You've got access to the podcast. You got access to the Hey DJ. You got access to the poll questions, the motivation. I appreciate you so much. And now you get to comment on the podcast, and I get to talk about Mamiki. Thank you, Mamiki. I'm very grateful and thankful. So here's the question, Tatiana. Sit with it. I appreciate you. Ask yourself, if the world was blind, how would you present yourself? Now, Tatiana, you have to sit with yourself and really be honest with yourself. If the world could not talk, if the world could not see, if the world was you, how would you present yourself? Bernadette says with confidence. Okay. That's Bernadette's answer, with confidence. Who else wants to answer the question? Because then I'm going to go to the next one. Who else wants to answer the question? If the world was blind and the world was mute, how would you present yourselves, my brothers and sisters? How would you present yourself? With my energy. Love that. Just as I am. Love that. Kamoji, welcome back. Authentically. Love that. Okay. Who else wants to answer the question? If the world was blind and the world was mute, how would you present yourself? Hard to answer, it's not hard. Quickly, probably just doing what is coming from inside. Okay? What is inside? Who's inside? Tatiana, who's inside? Thank you for your honesty, Tatiana. Who's inside? Ask yourself that question. Who is inside of me? Be honest with yourself, love. Who is inside of me? What is that? A grasshopper. What are you doing inside here when the grass is green outside? There's no grass. Oh, the plant. Don't eat the plant. Go outside. Just being me. Love that answer. Just being me. Me. Partly believing that I am human. Okay. Are you human? Kindness and compassion. I love that, Deirdre. Happy costume. Thank you for the follow. Right. Now, for all of you that answered, bloop, bloop, thank you, Jane. Are you doing that to yourselves right now? I keep saying Deirdre. I don't know why I keep saying Deirdre. Flower D, thank you for your honesty. Flower D, there's too many D's in this live. I know too many D's. That's the problem. Thank you for the necklace, Jane. Are you doing that right now? I will present myself as presence, as is. Love that, Mamiki. Angel says yes. Right. Tatiana, are you presenting yourself in true state right now? Thank you, Carol, for the beautiful roses. Deanna says yes. Right. Mamika says yes. Christine says I am, probably when I'm alone. Okay, then you need to sit down with yourself. Really sit down with yourself. Okay? And you need to get out of your own way. I'm going to say this with all the love that I have, Tatiana. Get out of your own fucking way. Right? Because what you say and what you're thinking and how you're feeling are three different songs. You don't know who you are. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you like. You don't know what you dislike. And you're not being honest with yourself. And they're telling me that you constantly want to save people only because you don't like to save yourself. I'm being honest here. Okay, I was once that. I resonate with that because I was once that person. I was once that person. Just for sense of humor, watch Get Out movie. Absolutely, I agree with you, Mamiki. I'm going to use this time to listen to the last podcast. It'll be all caught up. I think you're gonna fucking love it. I am recording today, yeah. I am gonna record today. I love it. Carol, take care, and I love you and I appreciate it. I will put the live on the YouTube so you'll watch it. I will put this live on YouTube so you'll watch it. I love you all. Love you too, love. Right. Tatiana, because when you are in your own way and you cannot be honest with yourself, right, you are still carrying masks. And that is why you feel drained and tired. You feel drained and tired because you still not being honest with who you're presenting yourself. Sweet dreams fly high. I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing your precious energy with us. I'm very grateful. You too, Carol. Thank you for sharing your precious energy with us. All right. So you have to be still with yourself, Tatiana. Really be still with yourself and ask yourself, if the world was blind and it was mute, would I still be presenting myself the way I am presenting myself right here, right now? Because if I'm not presenting myself in true state, then I have to ask myself, who am I trying to please? And it all comes with self-acceptance and self-love. Self-acceptance and self-love. In truth that you are your true form, you. Because if you don't like to be your true self, because you are worried what other people are going to do and how they're going to react, you've still got inner child wounds that you carry within you and you're not letting go of it. You're holding on to it for dear life. And you've got to let it go. And only you can make that choice. No one can make that choice for you. No one. No one can make that choice for you but you. No one. Only you can make that choice for you. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions? You want to discuss something else? Let go of the judgment to yourself, Tatiana. Let go of the judgment to yourself. Right, does anybody else have any questions? I love you and I know you've got this, because if I've got this, so do you. And if I can do it, so can you. And if everybody else can do it, so can you. Just get out of your own fucking way. Really, just get out of your own fucking way. Stop making excuses, because the more you make excuses, the more you're going to keep repeating the same thing. You're going to keep doing the same thing, 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 same thing. And you're going to make a problem with your body, which is then going to create the dis-ease, which will become a dis-ease. Sophie, rise and shine, love. So get out of your own way, my love. Get out of your own way. You're not here to save anyone. You're here to live your life for you. And that's really simply what you're here to do. One thing I've noticed is there's like this, and you know when someone's repeating, I want you all to hear me. I know when someone is going through the same thing, 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 going through the same thing. I know it. I know when they're stuck in a loop. And you can see it in social media. You can see it in social media. So it wasn't yesterday, because yesterday I didn't touch my phone. The day before yesterday, I decided I'm going to spend 1 hour on my phone. And I literally said, what is the collective's consciousness at this point in this now? I asked, show me, what is the collective's consciousness at this point, at this now? The exercise you told us to do for a week on judgment really makes you see what you see to change. Absolutely. And I'm going to talk about that just now. There is a thing, I'm not sure I got it. Can I ask you a question concerning of tape 7? Yes, you may. Thank you. Excuse leads to self-pity and followed by the worst. Yes, Mamiki, fact. When it says explore your expanded awareness, what does it mean? It's your essence. I use the word essence. Awareness is your energy. So remember in the 0 point, I told you all to feel your energy. Ask yourself to feel your energy. So when you create that bubble, Daniela, okay, when you're creating that bubble, right, expand your awareness. The awareness is your energy. 0 point awareness. So it's your energy. So you expand and it's in your awareness. So when he says expand your awareness, expand your energy, which is your awareness. It's your true state. It's awareness. It's like a watcher, watching a watcher. Does that make sense? You too, sweet dreams fly high, Josh. I appreciate you so much. This is when we are in focus 12, right? Yes. So when he tells you to go from 10, you go to 11, expand it, be in that energy. Be in that energy. Feel it. Good night, sweet dreams. Fly high, Deanna. 0808. Just saying, Deanna. 0808. I'm loving your hair. Thank you. Right. So when you expand on 11, focus level 11, and you're expanding it, you're expanding your energy, which is your awareness. And then you go into the 12 and you feel that energy. So you get to feel the energy of 11 and 12. That's why it says expand your awareness. Awareness is your energy. Makes sense, Daniela? Are you understanding what I'm saying? To expand the inside out. Okay, cool. Right. So feel that energy. I was saying goodnight to John. Oh, and you said it at 8. It's the second time I do this, Deanna, with you. It's like I'm chasing you away, for fuck's sakes, Marcia. Right. Okay. So when I connected to the collective consciousness, and I went into social media, I still see people saying, guys, we are fighting a war. It's a spiritual warfare. You know, there's us, chosen ones, our starseed ones that came here to be the awakening. And I'm like, how deep in the ego are you going to continue to be? And all these words and all these labels that they keep talking about, it's the same thing every fucking year. Every year. There is no spiritual warfare. I trust and know you understand what I'm saying. I realize when it happens, even I feel the taste in my mouth change. Yes. Tatiana says, interesting. It's on Patreon, my love. It's on Patreon. Too many D's, you want one gone? No. Damn. Jasmine, my love. I trust and know you're doing well, you gorgeous. Nature. Did I see nature? Yes, I do. Nature. Rise and shine. Right. When you become the watcher, in other words, watching yourself, watching you do, watching you eat, watching you speak, watching you see, watching you feel, watching where you are. Zana, rise and shine, my love. Oh, when you are watching yourself, you're no longer creating this never-ending story. Now you just are. In other words, you just exist. Because you're empty. You're empty. You're natural. And you're allowing. When you're allowing, you flow. Because you become that teardrop in an ocean. And in that ocean, you allow the flow to flow. So if there's a storm around you, you don't judge it as a storm. You just let it exist with no judgment. If someone is screaming, let them scream. If someone is crying, let them cry. If someone is blowing their nose, let them blow their nose. That's how I feel now. I love it. And it's so bliss, right? It's pure peace. I don't understand one thing, why we were given all those limitations and now have to get out of it. We weren't given it. We chose to attach to it. We weren't given it, Tatiana. We chose to attach to it. In other words, we were taught by those who were taught by those who were taught by those who were taught by those, which then became the limitation. So to say we were given all those limitations, we weren't given any limitations. We just forgot. We attached ourselves to people, places, and things. We attached ourselves to money. We attached ourselves to cars. We attached ourselves to clothes. Think about it, Tatiana. I love your question, by the way. I fucking love your question. Think about it, right? You don't see a tree change its clothes every day. It changes its clothes every 6 and 6 months. It's seasonal. Right? It's seasonal. You don't see it getting up every single day and say, it's time for a new set of coats. You don't see a cat doing that. You don't see a dog doing that. So why is it that we need to fill our cupboards full of clothes? Ask yourselves that. Why do you need clothes every day? Why aren't you wearing the same shirt every day? What makes it bad to wear the same shirt every day? But we didn't choose it from the childhood. We came here not aware to those who we were dependent. That's not true. I don't know who you're listening to. That's not true, Tatiana. If you really connect to yourself, you will actually hear. You came as a child very wide aware. You were consciousness. You need to return to that consciousness. But your attachment to the blame is what's causing the chaos in you. Can you change the past, or can you be here now, Tatiana? It's all material. Exactly. It's all material. Joyce, oh my heart, I have not seen you in so long. Joyce, I trust and know you're doing well. Joyce, do you know that painting? You said you were going to send me the file. Do you still want to send it? I was thinking of printing it into a wallpaper and putting it in the wall in one of the rooms, which is the lounge, by the way. I do. Okay. If you don't want it and you've changed your mind, just tell me. I won't be offended. I won't get upset. I don't know. I just had that idea. And I thought I was actually going to reach out to you tomorrow, but seeing that you're here today, I might as well reach out to you today. Only if you want to. Still waiting for you. I did send it to you on Instagram. Did you change your Insta thing? I did send you to Instagram, my email address. I don't know if you saw it. I think I sent it to you twice. You might have not seen it. These limitations are served as drinks are served at the party. We choose if we take it or not. Yes. The limitations are given as drinks. You can say, I love the way your analogy is. Daniela, I love your analogy. It gets served on a plate and you get to choose. It's like a buffet. So, as Daniela would say drinks, I would say food. So you get to see a buffet. You walk into a restaurant, there's a buffet. And there's a whole bunch of choices. And you get to experience all these choices, right? But choose to be in those limitations is a choice. Because it really is a choice. I love your analogy, Daniela. Thank you so much for that analogy. Absolutely love it. As life is a party anyway. Yes, it's actually very easy to live. It's so easy. It's just be natural, be empty. You know when you guys said, I got excited when Amra said, I joined Patreon, and I got excited and I said, Marcia, you need to recheck yourself. And I actually did after the live. I rechecked myself, right? Being empty is being neutral. What does neutral mean? What does neutral mean? As soon as I get the painting, I'll scan it in high res. It's in the safe place at the moment because I've moved. That's all good. Joyce, that's all good. But really, follow your heart, Joyce. If you don't want to share it, just say, I'm okay with that. I don't see you less, I still fucking love you for who you are. Natural means zero, right? Natural means zero. That's what natural means. It's zero. Natural means zero. What is neutral? Neutral means a straight line. Because being natural, being neutral, being zero doesn't mean you, right? It means you just are. You are. That's neutral. Because when you are, you know. You know the unknown. I'm living like a farmer with chickens now. Oh, I fucking love that. I was thinking of getting chickens, but the black cat said no. So I'm going to build something for the chickens. I don't like to coop animals in boxes. Pixie, welcome back, my love. Why am I saying welcome back? Did you leave and come back? Craig, I see you. Trust you're doing well. Let's keep tapping that screen. We need to get to 100k. Not need. Want to. I want to get to 100k before 9:30. Coffee, welcome in. All right. I was here early. I thought so. It was weird because I was just... My neighboring has ponies. I'm living with it. Oh, I love it. Oh, my heart. Joyce, I'm so excited with you. This is beautiful. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Oh, Joyce, this is beautiful news. That is really beautiful. So if we are neutral and we're facing north, you've become a 0 point, a magnet. I still need to find balance, but I'm okay. Not need, no. Joyce, your words, love. You need to know your balance. Receptive, that's right, Zana. Because if you're receptive, you're empty, you are allowing, you're natural, you accept. That means you flow. Who would have guessed 6 months ago? I know. But sometimes we need that little pff. I even begged. I did kind of beg for... what's his name to get hold of you? Oh fuck, I forgot his name now. He's gonna kick my ass. Marie, thank you for the follow. Serge. Fuck, Serge is gonna hunt me down and call me Susie. How could I forget Serge's name? That's sad in itself. Damn it, Janet. Alright. When you're on 0 point, you need... I'm very good. Thank you, Maria. I trust you're doing well. TK Tlazi, welcome in. All right, does anybody have any questions? Does anybody have any... This is basic form. You versus you versus you versus you. Which is I. Amazing. I love that. So anybody has any questions, you're welcome to ask. Absolutely, Joyce. I appreciate you. You're still on Discord, right? You are still on Discord. Just don't forget, next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend is the Zoom, subscribers Zooms. So if you're a subscriber, there will be a Zoom next week, Saturday, if you're on Discord. I will post a video for my subscribers. I don't use Discord that much. That's okay. That's okay. That's good. So any questions, or what else would you like me to discuss with you? Or do you want me to read that thing again? My brain gets overloaded with Discord. Really? Is the feeling of not wanting to color hair or put makeup a part of neutral feeling? Yes. Yes, Deanna. It really is the way to accept. The way to accept things is when you no longer judge, Jasmine. If you have to accept things for what they are, let them. Let them. The way to accept is to allow. You're living off grid, love. I love that. You can say I'm off grid. You can say I'm off grid. Yeah. So learning to accept is like, think of yourself as water. Right, Jasmine, here's a water. Here's a glass. There's nothing in the glass, right? Something's here and it's coming for you. All right, are we all hearing? Love you all. Take care, Daniela. Sweet dreams, fly high. First time in my life, I am in my own power now. Good for you. Have a magical day. You too, love. I appreciate you. Right. So we've got a water bottle and a glass, and this is you. And you want to experience something, and you felt like you want to experience love, right? All of a sudden, someone's coming to you and says, I love you. So you're going to let it be. But they don't want you to be the glass. They want you to be the bottle. Is this in alignment with who you are? Is this in alignment to your natural? To your neutral, accept self? No. So do you continue accepting it, or do you speak your voice? No how, no way, sis. I fucking love you. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, look, I accepted that love. I'm very grateful and thankful. I cannot change to make you feel happy. We're not in alignment. I'm going to speak my truth, and I'm going to say to you right here, right now, I am not in alignment with you. I don't hate you. I don't despise you, but I need to be me. And I need to try and be me. Right. So it's okay to say bye-bye. But if you're going to say, he loves me, Marcia. He said he loves me. He's going to give me everything, even though I know he wants me to change to make him feel better. But I'm just afraid. I'm afraid of how he feels. Are you being true? Are you being true? See, Sandy, sweet dreams fly high, my love. No. Okay. So then you are allowing friction. You're allowing friction, and you continue taking that friction, and that friction becomes you. You then become like them, because now you want them to change to make you feel better, because you don't feel yourself, which causes chaos. Right. So what you need to do is find someone who accepts you for you. You accept them for them. Allow them to be. They allow you to be. And then you look at the values. What values does he have? What values do you have? Are they in alignment to how you see yourself in 5 years? And if they don't, let it go. That's being natural. You allowing it. A tree will say no. A dog will say no. A cat will say no. Be natural. Codependent enabling. Yes, I don't like labels, but yes, you can call that. I just call it unnatural. Too many labels in this world, Zana. We need to put this new label just to feed the ego. But you are correct in those words. I'm still staying. We're saying no to Daniela. Oh. Is it Daniela? Oh, Daniela and... I don't know who went to bed, but anyway, whoever went to bed, good night, sweet dreams. Right. So when you become allowing, means you allow yourself to be yourself, how you choose to be yourself, with no anger, animosity, or hate. In other words, you don't say, look, you're not in alignment with me, fuck you. No, what you're going to say is, thank you, I appreciate you, but we're not in alignment. Go be you, dude. Or go be you, boo. Go be you, doo-doo, lulu, zumu, fumu. I don't know. Seeing that we're adding labels. Confused.com. I was confused.com. Yes. So accepting things for how they are is, I'll give you an example. You manifested a job, for example, and in manifesting the job opportunity comes. You're no longer giving it a judgment, you're allowing, and in that allowance you accept that job and you learn from that experience. 6 months down the line, you no longer want it. It's okay to say bye, but you're still natural. You don't get out of the job saying the fucking boss was an asshole, the people there were negative. No. It's not in alignment with me. I tried it. I gave it a try and bye-bye. It's natural. You're allowing things to be as they are with no judgment. It's natural. Another D in the house. All these D's. We got Flower D, Daniela, Diana, Deirdre. All natural. Right, any other questions? We don't get to 100, at least we got to 50. Any other questions? Choose to choose again, no right, no wrong, just the next choice. Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Zana. It's okay to let go or detach, yes. Absolutely. It's very important that you detach. It's important to detach because attachments to anything, attachments to outcomes, attachments to expectations is creating a judgment. So you're not allowing it to flow, you're giving it a judgment, which is giving it a door. And when you're giving it a door, you are in limited state. In other words, you not opening up to opportunities. Does the video you posted apply to mothers and fathers? It applies to whoever is connected to it. Whoever resonates with it, D. Is that why I feel so different at my job? Because neutral, natural, all things feel different now? Yes. So your environment changes because you've changed within. Rating. So banga trust to know you're doing well. So when you become natural, your environment changes. Your environment changes because your perspective changes. Your perception of self changed. Yeah. Everything has got to do with your energy. Everything, Diana, everything has got to do with your energy. It really does. Everything is about your energy. It's your perception of yourself is projected back to you. Your perception of yourself is projected back to you. So when you become neutral and nothing more affects you, you allow people to be who they are, you're no longer witnessing by judgment. You're allowing. You let them be who they want to be. You don't try to change them because you're neutral. And when you're neutral, you are. I'm neutral in a good way. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Because it's you and you in the world. It's you and you and you. North, south, east, west. All you. All you. It definitely is you. Is there a difference between observation and judgment? Yes. Observation, you're just watching. Judgment, you are giving it a good or a bad, a good and an ugly, a yes or a no. Be neutral, be natural. Observing means not observing other people, but observing yourself, watching yourself. So, to who, Nature, were you here when I read something? Taban was not here. Who was here when I read these 2 pages? Do you want me to read it again? It's quite deep. Would you guys like me to read it again? Deanna was here. Dee wasn't here. No, I wasn't. Please, yes, please. Okay, I'm going to read it again. All right. This is, I'm going to start with this one. Yes, please. Okay. So the real darkness is your forgetfulness. I'm going to say this again. Tatiana, hear me. My love, with all my heart. Hear me with your heart, not with my words, but with my heart. Okay. So the real darkness is your forgetfulness. And your forgetfulness can invite anger, greed, lust, hate, jealousy. And they accept it. Your invitation is there. They cannot attack. They come as uninvited guests. They come as invited guests. You may have forgotten that you ever invited them. You can forget because you have forgotten yourself. You can forget anything. Forgetfulness is the real darkness. And in forgetfulness, everything happens. You are just like a drunkard, completely forgotten yourself, who you are, where you are going, for what you are going. All directions is lost. The very sense of direction is not there. You are like a drunkard. That's why all basic religious teachings insist on self-remembering. Forgetfulness is the disease. Then self-remembering is going to be the antidote. Try to remember yourself, and you will say, I know myself, and I remember myself. What are you talking about? Then try it. Just keep your wristwatch before you and look at the hand that shows seconds, and remember only one thing. I am looking at this hand which is showing seconds. You will not be able to remember for even 3 seconds together. You will forget many times just a simple thing. I am looking, and I will remember this, that I am looking. You will forget. Many things will come into your mind. You have made an appointment. Just looking at the watch, the association will come into your mind. I have to go at 5 o'clock to meet a friend. Suddenly the thought comes to you, and you have forgotten that you are looking at it. Just by looking at the watch, you may start thinking of Switzerland because it is a Swiss-made watch. Just by looking at the watch, you start thinking, how foolish I am. What am I doing here? Wasting time. But you will not be able to remember, even for 3 consecutive seconds, that you are looking at the hand showing seconds moving. If you can attain to 1 minute self-remembering, I promise you to make you a Buddha. Even for 1 minute, 60 seconds. That will do. So how many of you can sit and watch the wall for 1 minute without doing a thing? Jasmine, ain't it just wow? Here's the next one. Are you guys ready for the next one? Delissa, you gorgeous soul. I trust and know you're doing well, my love. How are you doing with Master Go? You doing good? Great. Right? Right, Jasmine? We are like drunkards. We're actually going to do that exercise. We're going to see how long we can before Master starts talking. Okay, the second one. I'm going to read the second page. Your life has shifted. Am I reading correctly? Is everybody reading what I'm reading? Your life has shifted? Can I hug you? Can I hug you? Delissa. Oh, Delissa, you're the second person today. I have not spoken to someone in over 4 years, and he came into my life today. And now I get the opportunity to witness Delissa. Oh, Delissa. Everybody, green hearts for Delissa. Green hearts for Delissa. Green hearts for Delissa. I am grateful and thankful. Tatiana, did you see? If Delissa can do it, so can you, my love. Never doubt who you are, Tatiana. If Delissa can do it, so can you, my love. I know you can, Tatiana. I know you can. I know because I know myself. And you're a reflection of me. I appreciate you, Delissa. Jane, thank you for the rose. I'm so grateful. All right, I'm gonna read the second screen now. Are we ready? I'm gonna read the second screen. Yay, thank you for liking the live. I'm very grateful and thankful. Guys, thank you for tapping that screen. Very grateful and thankful. Right, ready? Okay. It happens in hypnosis. Listen to this. It happens in hypnosis. The imagination starts working with absolute functioning and reason drops completely because reason goes into sleep in hypnosis. Hypnosis is nothing but a sleep of reason, the doubter. Then the imagination functions perfectly. Then there is no brake on it, only an accelerator. You go on and on, no brake is there. In hypnosis, anything can be imagined. You give an onion to a person who is lying hypnotized and say, "It is a beautiful apple, very delicious." And he will eat the onion and will say, "It is really beautiful. I have never tasted such a delicious apple before." You give him an apple and say, "This is an onion." And his eyes will start dropping tears and he will say, "Very, very strong." And he is eating an apple. What is happening? The doubter is not there. It is hypnosis. The doubter has gone to sleep. Now imagination functions. There is no check on it. That is the problem with religion also. Religion needs trust, and trust means the doubting faculty of the mind goes to sleep. It is like hypnosis. So when people say to you, this man Osho has hypnotized you, they are right in a way. If you trust me, it is like hypnosis, fully awake. You have dropped your reason. You have dropped your reason. I need to write that word reason. You have dropped your reason. I need to write that word. Now imagination functions with a total capacity. Now you are in a dangerous situation. If you allow imagination, you can imagine all sorts of things. Kundalini is arising, chakras opening, and you can imagine all sorts of things, and they will happen to you. They are beautiful, but not true. So when you trust a person, in the very trusting, you have to be aware of imagination. Trust, but don't become a victim of imagination. Whatsoever is being said here is metaphorical. And remember always that all experiences are imagination. All experiences, I say, unconditionally, only the experiencer is the truth. Victim of imagination. All the experiencer is the truth. Who is the experiencer? Who's the experiencer? Who knows? It's so easy. The me. The us. The we. The me. The awareness. The self. The one. Consciousness. Whose consciousness, yay? Love your word, by the way, yay. Whose consciousness? You and you. So it's your essence, which is your energy, and your material, which is your body. Only you. No name, no form. I fucking love you, yay. Okay, excuse the language. Right. No name, no form. Yet all true, yet all real. Because one cannot exist without the other, and the other cannot exist without the other. Makes sense? Makes sense. No name, no form, just are. You just are. You're everything, yet nothing. You're nothing, yet all. The witness, yes. Who are you witnessing? Go deep. Who are you witnessing, Tabang? Who are you witnessing? Let's go there. Who are we witnessing? What are we witnessing? Who are we observing? Who are we observing? Ourselves. Ourselves. That's right. One can't exist without the other spectrums. We all need each other. Absolutely. Everything. We don't need. We have already each other in each other. Yay. Let go of the word need, limitation, presence. That's right, presence. Another version of ourselves. No, nothing's outside of you, D. It's you. D, nothing's outside of you. It's you. Not another version. You're observing yourself walk. without telling yourself to walk. You're observing yourself move without telling yourself to move. Observing and watching, it's not, look at them, look, they're doing wrong. No. In the awareness, if you are in true awareness, you're actually watching yourself. Yourself is watching yourself. It's not watching them. No, it's watching yourself. Mamiki says yourself. That's right. I see. Thank you. You're welcome. There's just certain words. Yeah, forgive me. There's just certain labels. There's so many negative notations in it, even though they're bringing new ones and new ones and new ones. Those new labeling, it's just limitation. I find that language has massive fault. And singing is a more nuanced, agreeing way of doing things and saying things. That's why I actually want to find it. I want to find it. The observer is the observed. Yes, you are watching yourself. Money, rise and shine. Spoken languages, that's right. Telepathy better than words. Apart from telepathy, connection from the heart, yay. Because if a heart can feel a heart, it's in true form, it's natural. And this gets misinterpreted because of this. Does that make sense? I'm just giving you my perception. It is only my truth, yay. It's my perceived truth. I sometimes feel the one watching coming out and I would hide my face. Ask yourself why. During conversations, ask yourself why. That means you're still carrying a mask that you're not aware of, nature. And whose mask are you carrying? Thank you, Sophine. Heart, feel heart. Yes, agreed. The world. Do you guys want me to read it if I find it? I think it's on this phone. Do you want me to read it if I find it? It's got to do with the heart. It's the communication, what communication is, the difference between communication and it's something, it's long ago though, fuck, I know it's on this phone. It's long ago, it's not new. It's not new. Watching without analysis, pure observation. Yes, without analyzing yourself. Sweet dreams, fly high, Diana. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's right. That's right. I resonate with what you said. Who was that? Tabang. This is another one. Maybe I should read this as well. From waking, you fall into dreaming, and from dreaming, you fall into sleep. Every night, a normal person has 8 cycles of dreaming, and he has just a few moments of deep sleep between 2 dreaming cycles. In that deep sleep, all consciousness disappears. It is absolutely dark, but still, you are near the boundary. Any emergency will wake you. The house is on fire and you will have the run back to your waking consciousness. Or you are a mother and the child starts crying. You will rush towards waking. So you remain on the boundary. You fall into deep darkness but remain on the boundary. Little nitbits everywhere, Marcia. This happens to people. He was saying that if you try to stop a thought, you cannot. On the contrary, the very effort to stop it gives it energy. The very effort to avoid it becomes attention. So whenever you want to avoid something, you are paying too much attention to it. If you want to not to think a thought, you are already thinking about it. Remember this, otherwise you will be in the same plot. How true is that? How true is that? When we said no judgment day, for 2 days we said no judgment. We were aware of our own judgments because we were thinking of the judgments. Hey? How true is that? We feed the thing we avoid. Fact, yay. Fact. When we did the non-judgment day, those 2 days of judgment, by the 3rd day we were fucking judging everything. I'm taking accountability. If I'm going to point a finger at anybody, let it be all fingers on me. I remember my words that day. I remember my words that day. From the time I woke up to the time I went to sleep. Like clockwork. When one destroys distinctions, there is nothing good, nothing bad, nothing ugly, nothing beautiful, and reaches Buddhahood. I was calling it Buddhahood because I thought Buddhahood was the highest form, but there are many forms of highest. Just find your neutral. That's all I'm saying, my brothers and sisters. Don't label it. This is master labels at the time. Nobody is listening to anybody. You hear whatsoever you expect. Expectation is your specs. That is the glasses. Your eyes should be windows. This is the technique. Nothing should go out of the eyes, because if something goes out of the cloud is created, then you see things which are not there. Then a subtle hallucination. Let pure clarity be in your eyes, in the ears. All your senses should be clear. Pure perception. Only then can existence be revealed to you. You hear whatever you expect. Oh, fact. Nature fact. Let it be that I found it what I needed to find. Look into the sky without looking for something, because if you look for something, the cloud is bound to come. Something means a cloud. Exercise, close your eyes and don't think of a burger. Tell me what you thought of. A monkey. Clarity. I really did think of a monkey. Only because, why did I think of a monkey? Oh, because I did a monkey exercise yesterday. I did a monkey exercise with someone. It was a 6-year-old, my neighbor's 6-year-old. I said, don't think of monkeys all day. He came back very upset because he was seeing monkeys everywhere. On his social media, even his parents spoke about monkeys. He was very upset with me. So I'm still thinking of monkey, because I told him not to think of monkeys. I thought of monkeys when you told me to think of a burger. Who fucked who now, Marcia? I was trying to teach a 6-year-old something. Guess who's teaching myself something? Woo! We learn. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. The monkey burger? Is there such a thing as there's a monkey gland burger? Is there a monkey? Yes, there is a monkey gland. It feels monkeys today represents happiness. Does it? I believe happiness is all within, and no monkey and no tree can represent happiness, but everything within me. But good one. I like your analysis. Don't go throwing responsibility on others. You are also responsible. It is a collective phenomenon. The disease may bubble up anywhere. The explosion may happen millions, thousands of miles away from you. That doesn't make any difference, because thought is a spatial phenomenon. It needs no space. Hey, Marcy, I have a new name. I'm not cobwebs no more. I'm now nanny. You're a nanny? A nanny to a pet? Is it a rat? I know the last time we spoke about was rats, so I'm asking. Thoughts are things, and very, very forceful things. There is one woman in Russia, in Mykolovania, she can do many things to things from far away. She can pull anything towards herself just by thought. Why can't I find what I was trying to tell you about through the heart? Watch and you will find thoughts. You will never come across the mind. And if it becomes your own experience, not because I say it, not because someone else says it about it, no, that won't be of much help. If it becomes your experience, if it becomes a fact of your own knowing, then suddenly many things start changing because you have understood such a deep thing about mind, then many things can follow. No grandchild. You're going to be a grandma? You're going to be a grandmama? I like this. Always remember the visible is never the root. The root always remains invisible. The root is always hidden. Never fight with the visible, otherwise you will fight with shadows. You may waste yourself, but there cannot be any transformation in your life. The same problems will crop up again and again and again. You can observe your own life and you will see what I mean. I am not talking about any theory about the mind, just the fact of it. This is the fact. Mind has to be solved. You're going to be a grandma? Oh, wow. Congratulations. Why is it when I'm looking for something, I cannot find it? Remember this, the beauty of truth, authenticity. Become more authentic and you will have a flowering, and the more authentic you become, by you will feel many things are falling away of their own accord. You never made an effort to do it. They are all falling for their own accord. And once you know the knack of it, once you know the knack of it, then you become more and more loose, more and more natural, authentic. Wow, rounds like corruption, fighting shadows. Yeah. You are your own shadow, R1000. You are your own shadow. One becomes totally free. It will be difficult in the beginning because the old habits will constantly be there, forcing you to do something. You would like to be angry, but the old habit simply starts a smile on your face. There are people that whenever they smile, you can be certain that they are angry. In their very smile, they show their anger. They are hiding something. A false smile spreads their faces. These are all hypocrites. A hypocrite is an unnatural man. If anger is there, he will smile. If hate is there, he will show love. If he feels murderous, he will pretend compassion. A hypocrite is a perfect moralist. Reese, yes, fighting and getting nowhere. Don't fight it. Don't resist it. Love it. And it will change, Reese. It will change, Reese. To avoid awareness, people have created a trick, and the trick is character. Force yourself into a certain discipline to the whether you are aware or not, the discipline will not take care of you. But a habit of always saying the truth. Make it a habit when you need not be worried about it. Somebody asks, out of habit, you will say the truth. But out of habit, a truth is dead. Out of habit, a hypocrite is a complete moralist. Wow. Yeah. Don't ask me what frame of mind I was in then. Oh my. I think that's all I need to just chill and things will happen then. Yeah. Why are you fighting it? Why are you resisting it? Think of it this, Reese. Think of it. If I tell you, as a matter of fact, Taban gave a good example. If I tell you not to think of burgers, what are you going to think about? I love this one. When you love, you have become nobody. If you remain somebody, then love never happens. When you love a person, even if for a single moment, love happens and flows between two persons. There are two nothingnesses, not two persons. If you have ever had any experience of love, you can understand this. Pizza! Cardo! Welcome in. Don't cling to yourself. That's all you have been doing all your past lives, clinging, afraid that if you don't cling to the ego, then when you look down, a bottomless abyss is there. A bottomless abyss is there. I used to worry all the time. The day I stopped and let my life change. Absolutely. Yay, thank you for the rose. I'm very grateful and thankful. I can't find it. But anyway, listening to the heart is the true form of the now. This poem is deep. It's different sections of stuff that I've written. Hi Rainbow, I trust to know you're doing well. My life and me as a person is so different to the few years ago, and I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to you. Thank you for the follow, Reese. I can't find it. Yay! Yay! I can't find it. You brought such a good thing for me to read, and I cannot find, and I know it's on this phone. I know it's on this phone. Man is just like an onion. You peel layers of thought, feeling, and finally, what do you find? Nothing. This is nothingness needs no support. This nothingness exists by itself. It will find you. I love that. It will find me, Mamiki. I love your words. Each and every one here is amazing. Just remember that, Marsha, thank you for what you are doing. Thank you, Gerda. Do you remember? You're trying to tell everybody to remember. Do you remember that you are amazing? Because if you're uplifting others and you're not uplifting yourself, you're denying your truth. Gerda, are you uplifting yourself? Listen to this. This is one of my favorite. When you come to the ultimate, when you come to your deepest core, you suddenly know that you are neither this nor that. You are no one. You are no thing. You are not an ego. You are just a vast emptiness and something. If you sit, close your eyes and just feel you are. Where are you? Go deeper. Can I read that again? Can I read that again? When you come to the ultimate, when you come to your deepest call, you suddenly know that you are neither this nor that. You are no one, no thing. You are not an ego. You are just a vast emptiness. And sometimes if you sit, close your eyes and just feel who you are, where are you? Go deeper and you may become. You first get afraid, by the way. When you go deeper, you get afraid. Fear kicks in. Borrowed knowledge becomes a trick of the mind. It hides ignorance. It never destroys it. The more you are surrounded by knowledge, deep inside at the center, at the very root of your being, it's ignorance and darkness. And a man of knowledge, borrowed knowledge, is almost closed within his own knowledge. You cannot penetrate him. It is difficult to find his heart. He himself has lost all contact with his heart. Yeah, I found it! Oh my God, I found it! Excuse me for screaming. Listen, Lindas. Yes, you did. I found it. Woo! Okay. Found it. All right. Listen, this is very deep. Okay, so I'm going to repeat it twice. Even if I feel, so many times I feel it, that whenever I am comes here, it is difficult to communicate. A man who knows too much becomes almost impossible because he knows without knowing. He has gathered many concepts, theories, doctrines, scriptures. It is just a burden on his consciousness. It is not a flowering. It has not happened to him. It is all borrowed, and all that is borrowed is rubbish. Rot. Throw it away as soon as you can. I'm going to repeat this again. Listen. Listen. Even if I feel, so many times I feel it, that whenever I comes here, it is difficult to communicate. A man who knows too much becomes almost impossible because he knows without knowing. He has gathered many concepts, theories, doctrines, scriptures. It is just a burden on his consciousness. It is not a flowering. It has not happened to him. It is all borrowed, and all that is borrowed is rubbish, rot. Throw it away as soon as you can. If you have not experienced it yourself, you shouldn't be talking to others about it. If you're talking about someone else's experience, it's rubbish because you weren't there. You weren't there. If you're going to tell me about Jesus, you weren't there. You weren't there. You're going to tell me about Muhammad, you weren't there. You're going to tell me about Gita? You weren't there. You're going to tell me about Buddha? You were not there. It's rubbish. You weren't there. It's rubbish. It's all taken from people that have literally created a theory. It's created a theory. When I tell you, when I talk to you, I've been there. I was there. I experienced it. I felt it. I saw it. I heard it. Because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. And once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. It is yours. It becomes your truth. And no one can take it away from you. No one. And if some fucking idiot comes to my life and says, you're lying, fuck off. Fuck off. You cannot take away from what I have lived to be true. So I speak what I have lived to be true. Not what a book told me. Not what a book told me. Not what a Bible told me. I'm telling you from my truth. If the Bible tells you about it, you weren't there. You weren't there. That's right. You need to be there. Now listen to this. Listen, did I get my Oscar? I appreciate you. Nature's the only one that gives me Oscars nowadays. I love you. Thank you. Only that which happens to you is true. Only that which flowers in you is true. Only that which grows in you is true and alive. Remember, always avoid borrowed knowledge. Borrowed knowledge becomes a trick of the mind. It hides ignorance. It never destroys it. The more you're surrounded by knowledge deep inside at the center, at the very root of your being, is ignorance and darkness. A man of knowledge, borrowed knowledge, is almost closed within his own knowledge. You cannot penetrate him. It is difficult to find his heart. He himself has lost all contact with his heart. So it is not incidental. Throw in the towel. Fuck off now. Mic drop. Listen to your heart. When you're listening to your heart and you're not listening to what other people are saying, this is why I give you tough love. Tatiana, do you understand why I give you tough love? I give you tough love. I give you tough love because I want you to experience you. Don't experience Marcia. Don't experience Tom, Dick, and Harry. I want you to experience you because I love you and I know if I can do it, you can do it too. I don't want you to experience a Marcy. I want Tatiana to experience a Tatiana. That's what I want. I want Tatiana to experience Tatiana. I want you all to experience yourself. I don't want you to bow down to me. If I say jump, you say, why the fuck, Marcia? That's what I want. Why the fuck should I jump? Because you jumped? Be that instead. We all need a little tough love sometimes, yeah? We all do. Listen to your heart and know yourself. Fact, Zana. Freedom to be fact nature. I don't want you to bow down to me. I want you to bow down to yourself. Follow yourself. Hear yourself. See yourself. Know yourself. That's why I pulled away for a couple of weeks and shut out of the world. Oh, wow. I wasn't live for about 3 weeks. Delissa. Nice. Someone sent me a video about explanations of spirituality and I asked my opinion. I said I don't know. I was not there. Ah! You activate us away. Yes. Look. Yay. I activate you to awaken, not through me, through yourself. Was it tough? It felt it was the mildest. Tatiana, Tiana, I love you. I wasn't there. It hasn't happened to me. Right, Tabang. If you weren't there, it's not yours. The best way to understand it is by experiencing it. To tell it better is to live it, be it. That's right. Oh my God, can I pin this? Mamiki, I fucking love how you've shined. You're shining, Mamiki. You're shining, Mamiki. Love you. I should go away more often, Mamiki. It's so beautiful to witness when someone says, Marcia, and now says, now I am in my truth. I've experienced it, Marcia. It's my truth. Oh, I am, and I'm so and so is my. I fucking love you. I fucking love you. So is my ego. Silence the ego. Silence the ego. I tell you, I need to screenshot this, guys, so then when I look again, I'm going to screenshot this because, in all honesty, it goes all the way to the top. So if I want to read it again tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I can discuss this tomorrow on the podcast or today when I record. Something to talk about for the podcast. I had a whole thing about what I was going to talk about. Now, I don't know. Be there and observe it. Fact. Would you love to have a one-on-one with you? We'll have a ball. We'll have a ball. Are we going to have flowers in the hair? Are we going to have flowers in the hair? What the heck happened now? My profile popped up. My profile just went bling. All dressed up and everything. I won't put makeup on. Listen, the most that I will do. Oh, it's because of I wet it. Well, I want to smoke. Fuck's sakes. See you. I'm going to work. Love you and I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, Delissa. Keep doing what you're doing, my love. Don't stop. That's fine. I don't like makeup either. Mind you, if I had to be invited to a wedding, I'd probably put lipstick on, but they'll all be neutral colors, which would be, what the fuck is the point putting anything on? Your wedding? Are you getting married? When are you getting married? Wait, is there something I need to know? Is there something I need to know? Is there something my ego needs to know? Is that what you're manifesting? Are you going to get married in Polokwane? Asking for a friend. You are the coordinator. I never wear makeup anymore, even when I'm going out. Really? Safina, I know you used to love makeup. Guys, there's nothing wrong with makeup and doing your nails and getting dressed. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is when your ego attaches to it. Because then you start comparing yourself to other people and other people compare you to other people. You know, my version of pure bliss and abundance is not everyone's bliss and abundance, right? Everyone might have a version of abundance where you have a Mercedes, a Ferrari, a 2-story, 5-story building, a household, a property, and land. My version of abundance is just pure bliss. Just being in the moment, experiencing it, and you know, I love my life. When I tell you how minimalistic I have, Neil, welcome in. The minimalistics that I have, that the people who have are envious of what I have. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Does anybody hear what I'm saying? The people who have the Porsche, the Ferraris, are envious of what I have. And I have less. My neighbor was saying, Marcia, how's your microwave? What microwave? Marcia, how's your fridge? What fridge? Marcia, how's your this? What this? It's like, no wonder you're fucking happy, because nothing bothers you. We had 16 hours of no electricity. Hear me when I say this. We had 16 hours of no electricity. Everybody in this neighborhood was fucking miserable. I went to bed at 8. I woke up at 3. Blissful, still no electricity. I got up, I stretched, I exercised, I fed the cats, I sat outside, I did a meditation outside, still no electricity. Came 11 o'clock, still no electricity. I go to the WhatsApp messages, there's 111 WhatsApps of misery of the environment. So I gave them a bit of love. Rise and shine, my brothers and sisters. Look at the sun as it's smiling. Ain't it just beautiful day? And then someone got triggered. Rise and shine. Yeah, our government and our municipality, and there's no conformances of the blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I know that you know your politics, but do not judge my bliss with your misery. I went out with Shanae to a busy place and I wore back mascara, and I would not do that a year ago. Oh, wow, Sophie, that's huge. Envious of your peace. Right? Bernadette! Bernadette! Oh my God, Bernadette just sent a subscription. Oh, Bernadette, I love you. I hear you. Yes, Marcy, I hear you. It's not about what you got. It's about who you are. Because peace is more valuable than a Porsche. And a Porsche can't go speed bumps. I can. The people who have less more are more grateful. Blaming the government in WhatsApp groups while you're on a bliss, right? They even mentioned an American government. And I'm like, dude, I'm not in America. I'm fucking South African. I love my country. I love the people here. I also, but my hair off to the neck, I'm like different me. Wow. Patty, you're now a subscriber. Just stopped to say hi. KPH. I trust and know you're doing well. Well, we're on 74K. We're on 74K. So can we tap to 100K? I love you too, Bernadette. I love you. And I appreciate you.